Good afternoon, students. I hope you are all well. Okay. Yes, I am audible to you. So we will start with exercise 10.3. We have already covered in past 2-3 days the basic properties of all the quadrilaterals. And some students were asking that sir special type of quadrilaterals आएंगे क्या? Yes बेटा. जो आपको क्लास में कराया जा रहा है वो सब आएगा. Don't ask unnecessary questions. अगर आप if you have any problem in any of the questions, then you can please ask them. Otherwise not. And for the past few videos, there was one problem in one of the videos. I don't know which one the question was. I will repeat it again, okay, when I find out which question the problem was with. Okay, so for today we are going to start with exercise 10.3. Let us leave all of that behind. We'll start with exercise 10.3. Okay, there are a total of 15 question in this. Okay, first and second question are optional type that are to be done by you only. Okay, I will start with question, and third question also I will start with question number 4, and one by one we will move according to that. The question that I am giving to you, sorry, all the question of this exercise are to be done in your homework copy without fail. Okay, from question number 1 to 15, all the question are to be done in your homework copy without fail. I will discuss some of the questions with you. Remaining question you have to do by yourself only. So we will start with question exercise 10.3, question number 4. Question number 4 is, find the value of x, y, z in each of the following. So for question number 4, I'm just going to discuss second part with you. Part 1 and 3 I will leave for you. Okay, why is that? Because in part 1 basic property of parallelogram is being discussed. Basic property of parallelogram is both set of opposite angles are equal. So by doing that you can easily do part 4, and also you can use co-interior angle. Co-interior angle is for two parallel lines, the sum of adjacent angle is, the sum of interior angle is 180 degree. This is the diagram for question number 4. It is not named, so I will name it accordingly. First of all, there is a diagonal for this parallelogram. Okay, so let us see what is in question number 4. In question number 4, you have a parallelogram, and I am naming it ABCD. There is no name given in the book. You can name other parallelograms as well if you want to. Okay, now you are given that this angle ADB is 40 degree, angle C is 110 degree. Okay, that is why I name the angle, because after naming the angle, explaining it becomes quite easy. You have to determine the value of x. X is part of angle B, y is whole angle A, and z is angle this. Okay, so we'll start with it. First of all, in this parallelogram, in ABCD, in this parallelogram ABCD, if you have seen the earlier videos in which I explained the properties of parallelogram and other type of quadrilaterals, in this parallelogram you can easily see that opposite angles are equal. There was a statement written by me that was opposite angles of parallelogram are equal. So opposite angles are, angle A will be equal to angle C. Why? Opposite angles, such type of reasons are to be written by you for every step. Opposite angles are equal. So what do we mean by that? That angle A was y and angle C was 110 degree. So value of y is 110 degree. Okay, the question is asking you to find the value of x, y and z. So it does not mean you have to follow this order only, that you have to find out the value of x first of all, then y, then z. No need to do that. You can find out the value of the variable which is easily foundable. Okay, then you increase your level. So first of all, we determine the value of y as 110 degree. Now see, in triangle ADB, see triangle ADB, in triangle ADB, we know two angles. This angle y is 110 degree and this angle D is 40 degree. So by using angle sum property of triangle, that is sum of all the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. By using angle sum property of a triangle, we can determine the value of x. So we will write in triangle ABD, in this triangle ABD, sum of all these three angles, that is angle A plus angle ADB plus angle ABD, sum of all these three angles should be equal to 180 degree. Reason is angle sum property. Okay, so angle A is 110 degree, angle D is 40 degree plus x is equals to 180 degree. That means x should be equal to 180 degree minus 150 degree. So value of x will be 30 degree. So this is second one. We have determined the value of x. Okay. Now see, A, B, D, C. Let me draw it for you. A, B, D, C. I am talking about this is A, this is B, this is D, and here is C. We have ABCD as a parallelogram. That means line AB and DC should be parallel to each other. Taking BD as a transversal, we will say that alternate interior angles are equal. This angle we have determined as 30 degree. This is Z. So Z should also be equal to X. So let us write this down. Since AB is parallel to DC, that means angle A, not A, that means angle CDB is equal to angle ABD. Why? These are pair of alternate interior angles. Okay, so that means angle CBD, that was Z, is equals to ABD, that was 30 degree. So angle Y and angle X and angle Z are determined by us. Okay, I will leave the remaining part for you. In second part, you have to use co-interior angle as well as opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. In the third part, you can use opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal, co-interior angles, and thirdly, angle sum property or alternative interior angle. Sorry, linear pair or alternative interior angle. In order to find the value of x, you can use alternate interior angle or linear pair. Okay. Next is question number 5. Question number 5 is the diagonals of a parallelogram ABCD I am writing it in short form. Parallelogram ABCD intersect at P if angle BPC is 85 degree angle BDC is 65 degree then you have to find angle PAB. Once again, let me draw that diagram for you so that you can clearly understand what is in the question. We are given a parallelogram ABCD, ABCD. Of this parallelogram, there are two diagonals. One diagonal is BD, another one is AC, and these diagonals intersect at point P. This is the point of intersection. Now we are given that angle BPC is this one, this is 85 degree, and angle BDC is this one, this is 65 degree. BDC, let me check, BPC, I mentioned the wrong one. Angle BDC, it is this one, this is 65 degree. Okay, we have to determine the value of angle PAB. Angle PAB, we have to determine this angle. Okay, now see, in order to determine this angle, I can use two things. The first thing that I can use is exterior angle theorem for a triangle. Okay, but I will not go through that. We will continue with what we know. In order to find out the value of ABP, I will do two things. First of all, I will make this diagram separately so that you can understand. This is the parallelogram and this is the diagonal. See, line AB, first of all, let me explain what I am going to do. Line AB and line DC are parallel here. That means this angle and this angle will be equal. That means angle ABD should also be 65 degree. Okay, this is the first thing that I am going to do. Why so? Alternate interior angles are equal. Secondly, what I am going to do is, this is AC line, this is P point, and this is B. I am taking this AC line, this blue one, this PB. Okay, we are given that this angle is 85 degree. So I will take the linear pair property here. Linear pair property says on a line is AC, at a point is P. Sum of these two angles should be 180 degree. X plus 85 should be equal to 180 degree. This is the second thing that I am going to do. Two things have covered here. Thirdly, I am going to move to triangle APB. Thirdly, I am going to move to triangle APB. So in triangle APB, I have determined this angle. This was X. This was determined as 65 degree, and we can find out the value of third angle. Okay, I am going to take these three steps to find the given angle. Okay, so let us start with one by one. This was 65 degree. Okay, first of all, for AB parallel to DC, angle ABD is equals to angle BDC. Why? These are pair of alternate interior angles. These are pair of alternate interior angles. Therefore, angle ABD is also equal to 65 degree. Now, second thing, on line AC at point P by linear pair, angle BPC plus angle BPA is equals to is equals to 180 degree. We know the value of angle BPC is 85 degree plus angle BPA is 180 degree. So angle BPA is equals to 180 degree minus 85 degree, that will be 95 degree. Okay. And lastly, in triangle ABP, students, there is more than one way to find out the answer of this question. Okay, so you can try another method and another method. There are many more methods than what I am discussing. What I am discussing is the most direct method, and to the point that I am going to use the same type of procedure for rest of the questions. Okay. In triangle ABP, by angle sum property of triangle, by angle sum property, you have angle PAB, that we have to determine, plus angle B is angle B, what we determined as 65 degree, plus angle P, we determine angle P is 95 degree. The sum of all these angles is 180 degree. That is the angle sum property of triangle. So angle PAB equals to 180 degree minus 160 degree. So value of angle PAB will be equal to 20 degree. Okay. I hope you get this one also.